Hi everyone, my name is Megan Carbiener and I am a librarian at Coolidge Public Library, and today I'm excited to be talking to Toni, and she has a new consulting and advocating service for all of our community in Coolidge. And so Toni, thanks for being here. Tell us a little bit about your nonprofit.
Yes, we are called the Serrano Consult and Advocate Service. We are incorporated. We are a nonprofit. We just started the program October, and so this is our first opportunity to share with the public.
Yeah, we're so excited for you to share all of your services with us. So let's start by you just telling us exactly what your consulting and advocating service offers for its clients.
Sure. It's kind of a double whammy. We have consulting having to do with parents want to give me a call, that we'll discuss 504s, what that entails with 504s and the actual ability to have accommodations in 504s. We can talk about IEP paperwork, and we can talk about strategies for parents who are struggling. Maybe I got a little visual, and this may be a little bit kind of the idea that, listen to the teacher. Well, if it's a parent, you're doing virtual, you might want to say, listen to the parent teacher, something creative that I can offer services in that regard.
Yeah, and give examples and worksheets, lots of resources.
Right. As far as advocating, this is mainly on parent invitation, at which point I would attend a learning center or a school IEP meeting, anywhere where the parent isn't quite sure or just needs that person sitting next to them. That's the service I offer.
Yeah, a support service as well.
Right. Yes. So and I can do it virtual as well.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's great. Okay, so can you tell us a little about why you started this nonprofit and what goals you hope to achieve through your service?
Sure. My passion, first of all, is education. I think we're never too old to learn, and it's always an opportunity to learn something new. As I've grown as an educator, I discovered that special education is my passion, and I'd like to offer diverse populations, all people in general, rich or poor, but preferably, or offering the services more for diverse populations, minorities, people who may struggle financially and don't get what these papers mean. So my goal is to offer those services to people who just don't understand the whole term of special education. And that can be from birth through high school that I can offer. Because I offer Coolidge area, I also offer Southern Phoenix and Northern Tucson as well. Who can be a client within the organization? Anybody can be a client within the organization. It doesn't matter. I'm willing to provide my services for free as a nonprofit, just for those reasons. Yeah.
My next question is, how can people get connected and sign up for your services? Do they email you? Do you have a website?
Well, there's several ways you can sign up for my services. I offer it on Facebook. You can see me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, I have a website, serranoadvocate.com. It gives you all kinds of information about our company and what we believe in, our vision, our mission, our purpose statements there. And even some minor resources that I also show you my educational background and the background that I have, and there's some videos present, so they can reach me that way. I also have an email, dkphilly@gmail.com, so they can
Okay.
email me as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so lots of ways to get connected. You're very available online for everybody.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so can you explain to us the difference between accommodations and modifications for students with special needs? I know this can be kind of confusing for people sometimes, so can you give us an example of that?
Yes, I'm just gonna piggyback on confusion. It is confusing.
Yeah.
Not only do parents struggle with it, teachers also struggle with it. And not all teachers are trained in what is an accommodation and what is a modification. So I think it's really important to understand the terms that are there. And especially, it's also important for virtual learning. So this kind of
Oh,
opens up
yeah.
a whole realm of things. First of all, an accommodation is anything that helps the content. For example, if a person has 10 math problems, you know, you might want to offer a calculator. You might want to offer more time. For high school students, it would be, okay, the assignments due at the end of the hour. Well, with them, you might say the assignments due the next day, and giving them the accommodation of more time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's a graphic organizer. So a person goes to write a paper, having a graphic organizer there in order to set up their thoughts. Students with special needs often, slow processing often comes with that. So a graphic organizer would allow processing time and information that way. However, modification, real quick, an idea for a parent for virtual learning in accommodating the assignment would be, for example, and my grandsons went through this, does not want to write, ABCs, has no, it's like, no, at home, virtual, not happening. So a couple of suggestions for that would be change of environment. So instead of sitting at the desk, let them sit on the couch, or let them, you and the child go to the room, or a different area in the house. So just the change of environment. Another option is, and this worked with my grandson, I have some expo markers up there, an expo marker, and allowing them to write on the window, in teaching them, okay, write your R, and then they can write it on the window. If they're standing up, that develops more core muscles. So, or if they're laying down, let's say you say, okay, you're going to lay down on the floor and do your writing. That as well works on your core muscle strength. And that helps kids that maybe have OT needs, occupational therapy needs. So those are some ideas.
No, those are really great ideas. I love the window.
Yeah.
Idea. That seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Now, modification
Okay, great.
changes curriculum. For example, okay, you have a reading project due, a reading assignment due, and everybody else is having to put in book reports on their reading assignment. Well, when you make a modification, you can tell a student, I would really like you to either draw me pictures of the assignment, or a diorama, where they actually get hands-on and know where they have to build X, Y, Z. And so those are actual modifications. giving a group of students, and this can be general ed and exceptional children. Giving them a group project works with modifying the
Hmm.
curriculum.
Yeah.
So they're different,
Yeah.
and
So just kind of making it work for their individual needs.
right, individual, and that's what
Hmm.
an IEP is, individual education program. Yep.
And it
So
can be tricky because, like you say, they're all different and individual, but that's why you're here to try and,
right,
navigate all of those different challenges.
right.
Oh, okay. So, my last question is just, do you have any tips for navigating virtual school during this increasingly digital time, especially when it comes to students with special needs and their parents? But any tips are always helpful.
Right. Um, First of all, and again, I have 6 grandchildren, and they're all in school from kindergarten up to a senior in high school, and so I am very much aware of their social emotional aspect, and I think, and
Mm,
this is my strong belief, and they're very there's a very good amount of teachers, and that's probably not good English, but I would say most educators um, have this as well and think this way as well. My deep belief is if you cannot get the social context within your child,
mm,
you cannot get assignments done. You cannot establish learning. You cannot establish growth. That's our ultimate goal. But the starting and the vision of social emotional um, context is very important. I would say that as an example, um, my granddaughter and I had a long discussion. She's a freshman in high school and she really misses her friends. She's very social, and just with
yeah.
virtual, she's just lost, that ability to be together. So a suggestion would be to set up a group Zoom meeting,
Mm,
and this can work down to third graders. A parent can step in and say, hey, invite so and so and so and so from your class, let's have a Zoom meeting, and you guys can do whatever you want. You can talk about stuff, you can play games together. There's so much that can happen within that realm.
yeah.
So I honestly believe that is the number one. Some other ideas are movement.
Mm,
Again, I think I uh, touched on lying on the floor, changing an environment, um, giving little fidgets. I know, I
mhm.
remember those spinny things.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but those, or squeeze toys while they're engaged with their teacher. And recess, get the children outside as much as possible. Um, and most teachers post their schedules so parents can see what that time of recess it will be, so they can take
Mm,
their child outside, or they can, big brother or big sister can take their child or their brother or sister outside.
yeah.
um
Kind of have that routine. Hmm.
yeah, and then I guess the final thing for me, and that is when you actually, so you've established the social emotional, you established the wiggles. Now it's time for instruction. And that instruction piece is your ultimate goal. So start out, and I parents, both parents and teachers, start out with what kids can do. So prior to they are actually sitting down to the math content at lunch, class is coming over after, you say, okay, what's 2 + 2? Oh, 4 + 4, 8, and you can kind of get them. They know what is actually, those mastered already. They know it inside and out,
Hmm.
whatever it might be. And so that's really important for both teachers and parents. When teachers do it, they introduce it as what's called prior knowledge.
Mm.
And and they too want to discover, what do you really know? What is really
Yeah.
important here? So that, and then they can start into, okay, we're going to try something new today. Let's talk about it, and work through that process. So social emotional movement and instruction are those key pieces when you're looking at virtual learning.
Yeah. Well, those are some great tips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Toni.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want people to
Just
know
contact.
about your nonprofit today?
Yeah. I would just say, contact me. If I don't know the answer, I will find out for you. I will help in any way that I possibly can. And again, our services are free.
Yeah.
I just want to open it up to the community and help wherever I can. Both education aspect, teachers,
Mm-hmm.
exceptional children teachers, and and I cover gifted as well. I just want to touch on that as well. Not as much as I know about special education, but gifted education is also needing diversity. So
Mm.
there's that area as well.
Yeah, well, we're so thankful that all of your services are here for our Coolidge residents, and we can't wait to see all the wonderful things you're going to do and how you're going to help everybody. So, thank you for meeting with us today and just telling us a little info.
Thank you so much. I really, again, appreciate this time and this opportunity, and look forward to just giving a hand or coming alongside of parents in this, um, especially in this COVID situation. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody can be, and that's just one more thing. If they're struggling on something, that's just that extra thing that they could have a little person come along and help out.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Well, yeah, thank you, Toni. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.